Good morning, Vickie. So what I'm going to do here is I'm currently logged into your account. I'm going to break down week by week what we are lacking in and what you're doing okay in. So the first week of tracking that you did in the tracking experiment that went well, meaning that you had all of your MyFitnessPal data filled in, you had all of your step data filled in, as well as your body weight on that following Monday, was the week of the 24th of February. So I'm going to scroll to that. So February, and that would be February 24th. So this is the first day, okay? So first of all, we're just going to pay attention to the bottom area, which is going to be sodium, potassium, vitamin A, C, calcium, and iron, okay? These are considered your micronutrients. So basically, micronutrients, they control your metabolism as well as how your body derives energy from food. They also control how your body digests and absorbs minerals and nutrients. They also control blood flow, brain flow. They control your ability to contract muscle. They control your ability to age in reverse. All of the micronutrients do that. Okay, so your vitamins, your minerals, and your enzymes. So to make you healthier and to make you better, the first thing that we pay attention to is that potassium, vitamin A, C, calcium, iron, okay? Everything else is going to be touched as soon as we start tapping into certain categories. So once we fill out the potassium category, as you can see here, the goal is 3,500. Now, 3,500 milligrams is actually under the recommended amount. It's truly 4,700. So I always have you guys strive for 4,000 to 4,700 milligrams of potassium. Okay, so I'm going to actually change that in your MyFitnessPal once I'm done with this video. Okay, so first day we can see that really based off of our choices, without looking at the food choices, we're just nutrient deficient. Your protein is okay. Your fiber is decent. But then we also have a mix of the fats. Now, the mix of the fats is completely fine. Saturated, polyunsaturated, monounsaturated. In balance, they're all healthy. So I don't really focus on that much. Cholesterol, that's another thing that if you are getting in your micronutrients and you are not overfeeding yourself, you are going to be healthy regardless. Cholesterol is something that the brain functions off of, as well as saturated fat. It's what the brain literally thrives on, okay? So it is okay to have those things in your diet. That has nothing to do with the diet here. Your sugar is also low, and that's good. You know, technically, unless you're on a high-carb diet, okay, which we'll talk about that, you really want to keep your sugar as low as you possibly can. Under 40 grams is a really, really great thing to shoot for. But if you are in a high carb phase, it does not matter. It literally does not matter because high carb implies low fat. And essentially, low fat goes with high carbs and high fat goes with low carbs. And we'll talk about that down the line. But just so you know, Monday, just nutrient deficient there with a decent amount of protein. Tuesday, decent amount of protein. Decent amount of fiber. Sodium got a little bit higher. Potassium, vitamin A, C, calcium, iron. On down the line, you're going to start to see that there is a pattern. You can see that this was also a nutrient deficient day. Outside of protein. Protein you do relatively good on as a pattern, mostly always. But your vitamins and minerals, not so much. I'm just going through these days. Right now, we're going all the way to the 1st of March for this first week. As you can see here, none of these have any of the micronutrients tapped out. And when I say tapped out, meaning that they're in the red, meaning that you're getting in your micronutrients or more than enough. So once you start seeing potassium, vitamin A, C, calcium, and iron in the red, that means you're getting more than enough nutrients for your body. Right now, you're not even tapping into really about 10 to 20%. okay, for these categories below sodium. Then we have same thing here on the Saturday, and then same thing here on the Sunday. Here you got a little bit more vitamin A and C from your food intake, but your potassium, calcium, and iron was still very low. Moving on to the next week that you tracked everything properly, we find out here that your protein was good and your vitamin A was good, but nothing else. Outside of everything else, we were nutrient deficient. Protein good on Tuesday, vitamin A and C, but everything else nutrient deficient. So I don't need to go through all of these. I'm just going to start sliding through these so you can see for yourself. But vitamin C did well on Wednesday of March 4th. Vitamin C did okay on Thursday, March 5th. And so on and so forth, okay? So this is what we consider a pattern, okay? A pattern of nutrient deficiency and sometimes getting in some nutrients based on your food choices. Now, moving on to the next week here, which would be the 9th through the 15th, protein high, nothing going on here for nutrients. Protein high, nothing going on for nutrients. And when I say protein high, it's relative to what you're currently doing in your life right now, fitness-wise, okay? So you're walking around, you're getting your steps, etc. Protein is decent there. We'll talk about calories and things of that nature soon. And then Tuesday, looking at Tuesday, same exact story. Vitamin C was good. Protein was decent, but nothing else. Protein pretty low here. And then vitamin A was okay. Protein relatively decent. Then we have the no micronutrients again. Friday, vitamin A. Saturday, vitamin A. And Sunday, nothing, just a nutrient deficient day. Okay. Now moving on to the next week. And this was actually the last week of tracking that you did, which would be literally last week. Nutrient deficient on Monday, low protein, nutrient deficient on Tuesday, low protein, nutrient deficient on Wednesday outside of vitamin A and calcium. First time I saw you get calcium, by the way. Calcium again for Thursday. For Friday, we had vitamin A in the red. And Saturday, we had vitamin A in the red. And Sunday, we had vitamin A in the red. So again, a pattern with micronutrients, okay? So that's going to be the end of this video, just so you can see by your food choices what you're lacking in. And these are the very areas that we're going to attack together from a professional nutrition plan. Okay, so this is how I design nutrition plans based off of what the client is low in, okay? And you're essentially nutrient deficient in all of these days, so it's going to feel very good to your body to get this under control. Very good. You're going to have more energy, you're going to sleep better, the whole 9 yards. And you're definitely going to have the strength to do the next phase of your program, which is the muscle imbalance reversal phase. So you're going to be increasing your mobility, your range of motion, your strength, as well as your endurance, while also healing the inside of your body. This is definitely the precursor to the rest of the phases in this process while we are together. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to send this video to you, and then I'm going to take a look at the next phase here. And the next phase is simply going to be you getting an assignment from me called The Foods I Love, okay? I'm going to send that to you, and you just have to fill it out. And all you're going to do is from the categories that I give you and the foods that I give you, I want you to select the ones that you absolutely love. And then there's a section that states foods that you simply cannot deal without, okay, in a week. Because all of this is going to be on a weekly basis. This is not the stuff that you crave sometimes here and there. This is the stuff that you eat on a very regular basis that you cannot live without, that if you did not have it in your life, it would literally be impossible for you to stick to a professionally made nutrition plan that is filled with nutrients, enzymes, and vitamins. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to be sending that off to you in a second. Let me know if you have questions after this video as well.